Hello my little friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shameli and we are meeting on Felmenora for another video, and you're gonna tell me what is happening? Well, I'll tell you that in a minute, but just as a disclaimer, my video is quite long. I could not shorten it too much, so if you feel like skipping, I will put timestamp, but stay tuned because during the video I'm gonna explain about my giveaway for the 500 subscriber. Thank you again very much, by the way, for subscribing to my channel. If you have not already, please consider doing so because I hope you can have fun with me and learn a lot. But if you are wondering what am I doing on Felmenora, if you thought this was complete and I'm working on the lion, well, you're right, but also during a stream I decided to flatten Felmenora because I am also very inspired to do a Springcore island because it's kind of the mood, like the season and everything. A bit inspired by some meadowcore because I wanted it to be inspired by my hometown in spring, which is like, I don't know, a nostalgic feeling I get all the time. And I have also a very good surprise for you for this team because it is quite unique and I am so excited. But if you have not followed me in my stream, then I'm gonna keep you that a surprise for you, and if you know, you know. But yeah, I have like really cool ideas for this island. But today we are working on the entrance, and it's my 5th time doing the entrance. So you saw the last time, the 4th time you saw it. It was my very first video on YouTube, and I'm gonna link it even though yeah, the audio is quite terrible. I'm gonna link it if you want to see it. But so yeah, I did already some flat entrance. The last one was more terraform waterscaped, but my entrance is super small. I have 5 squares, or not even 5 squares, I don't know, I didn't count. So I am quite glad because I managed to place a diagonal bridge again, but in a different way. It completely hide the resident service with cliffs because my idea was to hide and redirect the visitor from the airport to another place where I have more space. So it was a bit tunnely and a bit difficult. I must admit I still need to figure out how I'm gonna lay out everything, but I'm quite happy on how I did my terraforming with a lot of cliffs and really brand new shapes, and I was not inspired by what I did before, and I did completely something brand new. So I'm quite proud of myself for this, and I hope you're gonna enjoy and have fun. I wanted to have like really some kind of idea, like it's going in all directions and less navigable map, like less straightforward, with like really path going in every direction and little canyon, I'm gonna call them because I don't really know how to call them in English, but really with cliffs that is like encapsulating and guiding your steps through the build. And now that I'm at it, I also wanted to thank you again for the 500 subscribers, and because I really want to thank you. I know I said I was gonna do a amiibo cards giveaway, but sadly it is out of stock where I live, so I cannot order more. So I had this idea to create a giveaway where you can win a €20 or $20 gift card, Nintendo eShop gift card, and for that you just need to be subscribed to my channel and then comment on this video. And if you want to win more entries, you can go rewatch my videos, my previous video, and comment on them, and that will make you win. So the more comments you have, the more entries you have, in fact, but relevant comments. And then I'll pick a winner this Sunday, in fact, and I will contact you. Sadly, because I cannot order in a lot of different regions because the gift shop, the gift card, they are limited per region. I am limiting myself to Europe, UK, and the US. I think North America is the same region. So I'm so sorry for the other region that I cannot include in this giveaway, but I hope you can still all enter and enjoy. And I am so excited to to pick a winner. So yes. And by the way, also another reminder is that on Saturday I'm gonna have a stream where I tour your islands, your dream addresses. So I'll put a link in the description also to the Google form where you can register and submit your dream address. So it is ready for Saturday because yeah, I'm so excited to do that on stream. And as you can see, the terraforming part is done and I am planting some trees, and I actually forgot to record because I did some time traveling to buy the flowers, because when I flattened I got rid of too many flowers and too many bushes, and I got a bit stuck because I needed the flowers that for this island. So I time traveled and I stopped my recording and I lost part of it where I placed some bushes and some flowers, but I believe it's not the most exciting part of a build. So no worries, but as you can see, I'm also planting a lot of trees and I will stunt most of them because I love the baby trees. And I'm so sad because I realized now that I wanted to try to make a mini chopped tree because this is so cute and I completely forgot. So I need to absolutely include this in my island because it's the most adorable things you've ever seen in Animal Crossing, honestly. But sadly, you need to chop your tree when it's a baby tree. And you will see in a minute I time traveled a bit and I decided to in fact add a tree to the border of the cliff. And I know I already showed you how to do this, but just in case you missed it and you don't know how to place a tree there is, I don't know if it's a glitch or at least it hasn't been patched by Nintendo quite yet, but if you do this little trick with your water near the cliff, you can plant your tree and then you can round the border of the cliff, and it's not gonna give you a warning because the tree is too close to the edge of the cliff. So I love that because as you can see, my cliff is quite small, so I could not place a lot of trees and have like a lot of perspective, and I didn't want to have all my trees on the same line. I mean, this is something that really bothers me. And then I started to place more design patterns, more weeds, more flowers in every kind and every direction, and I kind of skipped most of the flower placement I added on top of it because, oh well, I mean, it is not really super exciting. For the flower types I'm gonna be using on this island, I'm gonna mainly stick with tulips, the white, yellow and a pink one, which is so pretty and makes me think a lot of the spring. And then I'm gonna be using some yellow mums and some green mums, maybe some pink one also to stick with the colors, and then some white cosmos. And that will be it. Maybe some lilies of the valleys at certain places, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with those type of flowers. I'm not gonna go too much into every direction and every colors. I really want to emphasize on the pink and yellow because I feel like it makes me think of Easter, and this is really what I want to have for my island, like an Easter vibes. So I'll also try to use a lot of the Easter items to a point, of course. And then here I'm placing this little wooden plank. It doesn't lead to anything in anywhere, but I just found it cute, and as Ali would say, as long as it's beautiful, it doesn't have to make sense. So I am following her mantra a lot. And I really loved all the design patterns I found for this island. I will try to post them on my website as soon as possible, and I also need to do that for Alliance Design, but I'm gonna do it because I know a lot of you are asking about the codes for my design patterns, so I'll try to post them as soon as possible on my website, which is linked in the description, so you can have access to all of the one you like, if that works for you. But I'm gonna let you enjoy and I'll pop back in when I have something important to say. and on this part I am back to the kind of main cliffs. I do a lot of back and forth during all the build for each cliff. I don't know why, and it was really a pain to try to chop this video for this reason, but I'm back on this main cliff that will lead to somewhere. But honestly, I thought it was already such a long build, I was not gonna pursue in continuing completely to the left, so that is for another build. But I really wanted to have this impression of lush and also hiding the resident service. I know it can be bothering, especially if you started the game. I don't know if some of you just started the game and you don't have a lot of pictures during the events on your resident service, or you still like taking pictures. But for me, I don't really care, because I've done all of those events so many times, especially that I have 2 islands now, so I don't feel like I need to have a clear view on my resident service, and that is why I really wanted to hide it, because I really wanted to hide the fact that I have a small entrance. And I feel like before I've hidden it less well. In my video, my first video, I emphasized that it was a small entrance by just linking like airport directly to the resident service, but here I wanted to emphasize it so that you have the impression that you have a long path to take, either to the right and go directly to the resident service, or to the left where you'll be taken maybe to a neighborhood or something. So that's my idea, and that is why I really wanted to work on building something lush with lots of bushes, lots of trees. I'll add even some edges, because first of all, it's very important to have a lot of, for me at least, to have lots of greeneries. I know normally for a more metalcore you have less trees. This is something I need to maybe work on a bit, but yeah, this was very important to have different tree size and really work on hiding this resident service. And I also added this glowing moss, and honestly, I don't know for you, and I already told you, but First, I was not convinced about the glowing moss, but since I started using it, I am in love, and I need to use it everywhere in all of my builds, and I really loved it, because I know it's not really in phase with the Springcore theme, but I think it's quite adding some greens, like a different type of green, and I don't know, it's quite magical, so I really wanted to keep it, especially if you know what is the further theme for this island. It's just not your typical Springcore island. And then this is onto the decoration. I wanted to have absolutely a sign that would lead to the resident service. I don't know if it's maybe a bit too late in the build and you don't see it. And then a little signpost, because you know I like pretending it's gonna give you the real direction. And then for the rest of the object, I used like this mom's cushion. I used a barrel because I don't know, barrels are kind of essential in the builds for me. And then I tried to use mainly a lot of plants to add on to this lush type of vibes. Really, I associate spring with the kind of renewal of nature, and so it's really important that you have tons of different greens, like the nature is waking up. You have tons of different type of trees, like different height, and you have plants, even potted plants, because it adds to the type of different greens, and it's gonna add to this feeling that the nature is just like waking up, slowly waking up, and ready to be full green, dark green for summer, or at least that's how I see it. And then I placed a little swing. I know it's quite inaccessible, and behind a tree you're not gonna swing a lot, but once again, it's pretty, and I really feel like this swing is just like making me think, in my brain at least, Springcore. I cannot explain to you why, because it doesn't make any logical sense, but that's how I see it. So I really wanted to use it, and I think I'm gonna use a lot of quite clear item like white or light wood, and I feel like it's gonna be a change, because when I was building Felmenora, I was more into the darker items for the foresty vibes, I guess, but here I'm gonna try to be really into the white the white colors because it feels like spring. I'm also gonna try to use a lot of the wedding items again because it feels like spring. And now I'm just placing some fences. I don't know why exactly, and doesn't really make any sense, but I found it pretty, so I decided to do it. And I just added them randomly, and that's kind of it. And then I added this flower bed to add onto, as I was telling you, those natural and flowery kind of decoration, I guess. But that's really how the whole vibe for this build is gonna go. I did not add yet too much butterfly models, but expect to see more and more during the future builds, because I really want to have this feeling that we have a lot of butterfly flying all around. This is like typical spring, and I love butterflies so much. So yeah, expect to see more and more. But I'm gonna let you enjoy, and I'll pop back during the end of the video. Okay, we're reaching the end of this video, so if you had fun watching this video, please consider putting a thumbs up to it, and consider subscribing if you have not already, because I promise you, you're gonna have a lot of inspiration and fun on this channel. And click the little bell button if you want to have notification whenever I'm posting videos or whenever I'm streaming. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're gonna enter the giveaway before Sunday if you want a shot at it. And thank you again for all of your supports. It really means a lot to me. So see you in the next video. Bye bye bye, and take care.